Hey guys, and welcome. My name's NG Paradox, and we're here in Valyria, where we're trying to work out what to do next. Obviously, we're waiting for Bravos to finish their wars. We're going to try and reconstruct the colony down here. There's been a revolt in Cahors. We could take on the Hazdan. Hazdan are part of, the Giscari Empire. So that would be a good choice to attack. How is the leader? The leader's actually incapable right now. He's incapable. He has cancer, 58 years old. He's basically just in bed. His heir is his regent, so his son is basically in charge. So we could attack them. They're not very strong. It would be extremely easy to defeat them. Now, for my chief general, Magon has a dragon egg and his dragon. Skilled fighter. He's just like a pretty good choice. Train children. My kids are at the right sort of age. It might be good for him to do that. Plus, he has a very high chance. Looks as though the leader of the Dothraki has finally died. He's been around for a long time. And the Dothraki are still united against their enemies. Karl Onquo the Black. Not as maybe formidable as his predecessor. He's not actually family. He just, I guess, inherited the position. I'm not sure how Dothraki died. I'm trying to remember what happened in Game of Thrones. I guess when Khal Drogo died, they kind of just followed whoever. It kind of broke apart, actually. I think they went different directions. So I guess it depends if they think he's strong enough. Apparently they do think he's strong enough to lead them. He does have a son. His son doesn't seem that great. He's got a bit of learning. So apparently he's well-read compared to his other stats. We'll leave that for now then. But they're fighting their enemies still. Oh, no, and there we go. Just needed a couple of seconds. They've completely split apart. Well, it looks as though the people are safe for now then. And actually, these guys are fighting all the enemies. But maybe the lands are safe for now. I have to wait and see. Can someone unite the Dothraki again? Make them become a problem for the rest of the world once more? We'll have to wait and see. Maybe Essos is saved. Now, I do also want to create a dragon pit because, my son has definitely had some problems hatching this egg, and so this means dragons are going to be a problem. If we don't keep our dragons, we're going to lose our power. Now, I know the dragon pit obviously does maybe stop the dragons from getting as strong and as old as they normally are, but it increases your chance to be able to control the dragons and actually hatch them and whatnot. So keeping hold of them will be easier. So I think it's definitely something we should do. Now, I still need money just in case the colony does fail. How much money can I borrow from the Iron Bank? So if we ever need money from the Iron Bank, we can borrow 600. So I guess if I ever need money, it's actually not that big a problem. We could sell some slaves as well. So yeah, we're going to build the dragon pit to try and help my son. Let's do that. Let's go. Come on, son, you can do it. 550. We should probably also try to build up that place that we have. It's not the best castle. It's not that good, really. There are definitely better castles. I think there's even better castles here. I think I accidentally gave away the good one, yeah. The Black Wall. Why did I give you away? I'm a fool. But Damon's doing a good job. He has 2 daughters, so if he dies, it goes back to me anyway. So I could just keep it. The dragon Adarion is a ravenous beast. He regularly roams the lands of Overlantis, gorging on the livestock of the peasants. Hundreds of them have sought audience with you in the past months to protest at this. Their discontent grown all the while. Apparently I'm his educator. Huh. Magon Targaryen. So it's the dragon of Magon Targaryen, but he's been causing a bit of trouble. So he's a dragon, often vague promises and apologies. Yeah, we'll just put our foot down and go, yeah, it's fine. We will do something about it, but then we actually just won't. There we go. Like I'm going to do something to the dragons. It's what you have to go with, the dragons are insatiable, some of them. But yeah, I think because of that, because we're building the dragon pit and we're building up this, we're going to just have a little bit of peace now for the people of our lands to kind of get used to our rule. So that way, if I do die, my son obviously can hope for a bit more of a peaceful transference. I'm a bit worried if I attack Slavers Bay and the Giscari people, that if my son inherits, he's going to face obvious rebellion from them. And then combined with possible rebellion from the others, is not a combination I'd like to see. But let's see what happened here. Aelina Celtiger has decided to tame a dragon, Valax. Okay, pretty good one. 40, you know, it's pretty old. But yeah, gluttonous, ravenous, and obedient. Huh. Okay, interesting. Just a Celtiger. I don't think I've ever seen a Celtiger ever tame a dragon. So I'm kind of happy. I like the Celtigers. But I'm sure, obviously in history, I don't think there's any Celtigers that have ever tamed a dragon. I know there's been Valyrians, or at least bastard Valyrians, who have tamed dragons. But I've never heard of a Celtiger. Now for my son. He does need a marriage. We could marry him to his only sister. She is beautiful after all. It would have to be a High Valyrian. We have to keep the bloodline pure. There's a Sunglass. There's a Valyrian. I guess his sister is attractive. So far she seems like the best choice. High Valyrian. Just a random High Valyrian. No, she doesn't have a name. I think we might just marry him to his sister. I think it might be the best choice. The Sunglass and the Valyrians, they're underneath us. Could be good choices. But we'll marry my heir to his sister. She's 11. Let's give it 3 more years. We'll give it 3 more years and we'll see what happens. Maybe some other people might appear. Maybe some people be like widowed or something. Who knows? And we can see from the Stormlands, their war against the North is still going well. To marry. You want this man to marry this girl. So this random girl in my lands, Cyrus's daughter. Ah, Cyrus, you did have a daughter. She's just normal. But you'd like to marry her to this boy who's of your family. I mean, I guess it's quite a good marriage for, you know, Cyrus's family. You know, she's kind of a low-born girl. He's not even been raised to nobility. We should probably raise him to nobility. 80 gold. That's quite a bit of gold. But, ooh, assemble a mercenary company. We don't need a mercenary company to fight for Valyria. We have the Grand Army. Yeah, raised to nobility, I think. What? Iron... Ninit? That name is kind of odd. I'm not sure what this is meant to symbolize. What a weird dynasty shield. We'll decline for now then. We'll see what he wants. He's arrived at my court. I'm guessing because they changed their name, it counts him as arriving at the court, because they've always been at my court from what I can remember. He's always been a good man. Sadly, he's a craven. For my daughter, the princess. Ooh. That's going to cost a lot of money. But we should give her the best that money can buy. I mean, would he take out money? Yeah, he's proud and ambitious. He's going to take out some money. I guess we don't need to take out money right now. We can wait. If the colony goes bad, then we can take out some money. That'd be the best thing to do. Yeah. How are the factions looking? Still quite a few people against us. As long as my son, you know, even if he does inherit the lands and he does not hatch that dragon egg, he could still have dragon riders on his side, so he might not be too terrible. We have a lot of dragon riders in our lands. It really depends on who rebels and whatnot. I forgot to click this. Now, what does she have? Playful, indolent, and conscientious. Well, that's not good for that. She does have one for this. Not for that. And then -1, +1 for this. Yeah. Maybe intrigue then. We'll go for intrigue. She's going to be a very intrigued girl. Maybe that would go well then if we marry her to her brother. She can kind of do the intrigue and whatnot. We're getting gold very quickly. Like I say, money's not really a big problem. We can make gold quite quickly. My acquaintance, Illyris, practically lives in the kitchen, the little glutton. A little glutton. Gods of the Summer Islands. Eat and be merry, child. What would he be thinking here? I guess he'd be kind of angry. Bircher. Talked about moderation. Yeah, Bircher. Stop eating so much food, you little glutton. And we've now built the dragon pit. Hopefully my son can finally do something with that dragon egg. Remember though, that dragon egg, if he dies and doesn't hatch it, he could still pass on to someone else to try and hatch it. Or if we become him, we can give it... Okay, the dragon, Neltharion, and Rail appear to become a mating pair. They can often be seen flying together or coiled about one another in the fields of Old Volantis. Well, isn't that cute? 13, and this one is fertile. So that's Mernti's dragon. Yeah, the son of Daemon. So his dragon has become a partner with Neltharion. And that's the... Okay, so the father and son dragons seem to become a mating pair. Neltharion is much older. How touching. How beautiful. Obviously, he is my rival. If only we could be friends again. I'm so sorry for what I've done. My mission has been a success. Okay, very good. We'll get people to like us. Dangerous factions. Independence. What is this? Why are so many people turning against us? Maybe we should have a feast. That guy's on 18. 17. Maybe we could get Tyrosh to like us. Master of the Royal Elephants? Maybe can help a little bit? I don't know. I think it's not really enough. I think whatever I do is not going to be enough for him. I could try to get rid of the other guy. This one. The Archon of Asaria. Court Poet. There we go. And if we send a gift, it's probably too much. We have no money right now anyway. Maybe that's why they're starting to get a bit marry. Favors we could ask. I wonder if I can ask him to stay out of factions. Is he in the faction? No, I don't think he is. I don't think he is. That one, I think, is. Maya, I think I saw him just a second ago. Pentos. And Kohor. He's not in it either. Okay, yeah, Tyrosh is in it. Yeah. Oh well. We can't do anything about that right now. Have to deal with that in a second. Recruit court physician. We've already got one. Trying to think. I guess we could have a feast, maybe. No. Or summer fair. No, we cannot. Afford. Oh, we can't afford it. That's why. 50 gold. Is it worth taking out some money? I mean, if they rebel, we should be able to handle it. But I don't have to deal with rebellion. Not at our age. I'm old now. We don't need people rebelling. It's 101%. If we could just get one of them to leave it, we should be okay. Minus 12. He's got the best. 23. If only that guy would leave. There must be something else I can do. Let's look. And 1 second. The phone is going. Apologies. Someone decided to phone my wife, so I had to go and throw her the phone. She just left it in here. I don't know why it was in here. Always when I'm recording. But no, I can't see another way to get him to be happy. We don't have any money right now. I might just have to just borrow the money from the Iron Bank. Because we could get that gold very quickly. There's 600 gold, but it's only for like 50 gold I really need to do the feast. Your son Aelo has started breaking the rules of the games he plays with the other children. Apparently he thinks winning is more important than fair play. Then again, if they rebel, I'll be quite happy. I can give those to the Dragon Riders. Because we would win because of our dragons. So I guess it's not a big deal. Unless the Targaryens are in there. No. Looks like the Targaryens are not in there. Okay. What should we do with him? He learns quickly. I'll have to put a stop to that. He learns quickly, I think. You know, we're ambitious. We want our son to do whatever needs to be done to get things done. So that is extremely important for us. Okay. Alright, 1 second. Hey guys, sorry about that. Someone just came into the room and I had to go deal with that. But yeah, we're back. Ugh. Hate that. Constant fights and vicious pranks. My two children, Ayla and Darren, just could never seem to get along, but my efforts to install mutual love and respect have finally borne fruit. Their friendship will serve them well when I'm gone. Yes, the two brothers are friends. That's good to know. Your Imperial Majesty, my mission has been a success. Perfect. Hopefully he can get them out of that faction. He's 43. He likes us a lot, but he still will not leave that damn faction. And why is this on 2? He still won't leave. He just thinks that he should have independence, that's all. I'm starting to just want them to rebel, so I could destroy them and give lands to the dragons. Look at that. The Stormlands invaded the north. That is nice. The Starks are still the rulers of the north, but they've been created into Lord Paramounts of the north. Interesting. We're going to have to keep an eye on you, Storm King. The Durandons. That is impressive. I like that. It just looks so weird because it's so long. It's just such a long kingdom. How's Bravos? I guess because of the possibility of rebellion, we shouldn't really be going to war. Though it looks as though it did go down. And he did leave. Thank you very much. I thought he would. There's a slave revolt. Who let their slaves get out of hand? What fool is this? A lot of little things going on. Oh, the Storm King just died, so he conquered the north and died. Well, he'll be remembered, I guess, as a great man. Arlen the Old, at least. Storm King Arlen Durandon, 53 years old. He finally becomes the king, and he has cancer. His wife is a Blackwood. That's a nice marriage. And his heir is Sir Cleodon. Very good intrigue for him, and married to an Estamont. Can he keep control of that massive, I guess, kingdom? It's not really an empire, they're calling it a kingdom. I'll have to wait and see. And the factions are gone. Very nice. How's my daughter? She's almost coming up to marriage age. Do I marry her to her own brother? I mean, it would keep the line pure. That is one thing it would do. How's my rival? He does have a daughter. I could marry his daughter to my son. That could bring our families finally together after the rivalries and problems we've had. I could do that. Or I could marry her to my second son. That's a good point. I could marry to my second son, and my son could marry... Then again, they're closer age. And he's closer to the sister. Darren has now got poor fighter. Okay. Just poor fighter. Force to train, 50%. Let's do it. My son has not improved his swordsmanship in his training, and he's actually been injured. He was severely injured. Oh no. Why do I push my children so much? I've already lost so many in my lifetime. Why did I push him so much? And Mela's weak. During its long periods of abandonment, the roads around Draconis have become virtually unusable. While Paven still survives, it is cracked and broken. In many places, the roads have been reclaimed by the land. Gold to rebuild it. See, this is why I needed gold, because this type of thing can happen. We will give gold to rebuild. We must make it as great as it used to be. It has to be done. Trade post. A refuge. Rebuild any county you control for at least. Increase the disease... Oh yeah, disease visit. I was going to say, I was thinking refuge. I don't remember the term refuge. Hospital was what I was expecting. So I guess it's just a different name for a hospital, really. I wonder if we can build stuff here. No, we've got to wait, I guess, until it's finished. Colony. Huh, so you can build a colony there, even though technically it is a colony itself. But yeah, I digress. Let's get rid of that. Okay. Now, having minus money isn't too big a deal right now. Like I say, we can always, if we ever get into a difficult situation, borrow a lot of money. Okay, the factions all kind of fell apart. I wanted to have a feast to, you know, celebrate this position of our kingdom. The glory of Valyria is basically back. We've taken the lands that used to be under Valyria, so it's basically back. We can just go for further conquests. Though Urien has done what he set out to do, the High King of the Sun has declared High King Mage's War to liberate captive from Queen Miranda the Mad. What is the High... Okay, so apparently The Arryns have someone in jail that the Sana want. I wonder who. Apparently the Sana... So the Sana have declared war on the Arryns. What an absurd attack. But she has been attacked from all sides. Verdana's claim on Mountain Vale to increase council power, and now to liberate captive. It doesn't say who they're trying to liberate. Can you see in the court who's in jail? There's no one in her court who's in jail. Is it someone from your court then? That she has that you want to save? No. Huh. What an odd situation. But yes, I'm going to have to end this part here because I keep getting this... Things are happening behind me which you guys can't hear or see. Well, I'm hoping you can't hear. I'm going to have to go deal with that. So I'll see you guys in the next part.